Hey guys, welcome to the video. I'm Amy and I post 3 videos a week. I post a lot of full face first impressions, 3-day foundation wear tests, monthly makeup favorites, things like that. If that sounds like your kind of content, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on mine. Today's video is going to be my March favorites. I can't believe we have made it through March. That's ridiculous. 1 year and a panorama. Okay, anyways, let's not talk about that. If you would like to see my skincare, makeup, TV shows, foods, home items, favorites for the month of March, then just keep watching. So let's go ahead and start. I always like to start with like how I would do things. So I would do skincare into makeup and then like clothing, hair accessories, things like that. So first, favorites. I want to say it was at Christmas time. I got one of those Christmas bundles from Pharmacy and I got the Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum. I also got a mask that's in like a honey pot, this mask here. I've only used that like one time, so I don't want to call it a favorite or anything yet. We're still working through that one, but I have used this one a few times and it's so nice. So since I do Retin A, there are days of the week where my skin is like peeling off of my face. It hates me, but I don't like to do like an abrasive exfoliant on my skin. So having like an AHA is really nice. And I really like this kind because it's one you can sleep in. Like this one, and I think Sunday Riley Good Jeans. I think that's the other one that I'm thinking of. I really like this style of product. I haven't seen one in the more affordable range. If you know of one, let me know. But I love having an AHA or a BHA type formula that is a little bit more of like a softer formula that I can wear overnight and then in the morning have more smooth, rejuvenated, exfoliated skin. I do really like the Ordinary's AHA BHA, but that one's just like a 5-minute mask. It's a little bit more harsh. So I really like this when my skin is like in a moment and I don't want to put anything too harsh on it because it is quite gentle. At least I've found that it is quite gentle for my skin. And you wake up and you just have like baby skin and it's super nice. So I don't know if I'll buy a full one yet. Let me know other ones that I should try or if you know of any more affordable ones because I would love to find an affordable option for this because I do like that kind of formula. The other skincare thing that I have here is the Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm. I did have I believe it's the full size of this and I already went through it, and then at Christmas time again I bought the pack of like 4 minis that I'm working through now. And I am not like a cleansing oil, cleansing balm type person. I don't use those usually. I use a micellar water and like a little cotton round. But sometimes when I'm wearing just like a lot of makeup or if I'm out of cotton rounds and they're all in the laundry, I like to have an option for something where I could really just use my hands. I don't like to use micellar water with my hands. It's just a little bit too thin for me. But having like a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil available to just wash everything off and then take like a soft towel, microfiber towel, and clean off the makeup. I've really been enjoying it. I do only probably use it like once a week or so. I don't use it that often. So these little ones are actually probably going to last me a while. But they do work. They don't irritate my eyes at all. They don't leave like a weird film on my eyes at all. There's no like minty, burning, tingling situation. I know that they have different styles of this. There's like nourishing, replenishing, that I don't know what's in them. So far they've been the same to me. So the Clean It Zero, it's an affordable cleansing balm too. So the next thing that I would say is like in between skincare and makeup is the Kosas lip oil. Guys, I've almost honestly finished this little mini. I love it. The flavor is what really gets me. It's the like scent and the flavor of this is my #1 favorite scent and flavor of anything. And a makeup, lip product, whatever. I love it. But it is a nice, really thin lip oil. So my Laneige Glowy Lip Balm that I wear all the time, that's like my go-to lip balm. a little bit more thick, a little bit more glowy. This has like a little bit of a sheen to it, but it is not like glow get it, you know? It's a little bit of a sheen. It's more so like hydrating, nourishing on your lips. But I do really like it. I wish instead of getting the 3-pack of minis that I had just gotten a full size of this, because I don't think I will use up the other colors, and I definitely think I would have used up a full size of this. So just to let you know. And on the note of lip glosses, I'm going to bring back in my Tower 28 Milky Lip Gloss in Coconut. Tower 28 is the brand to beat for me, honestly. I'm going to put that right over top. So you got the lip oil here. I also have a lipstick on. That's what the color is. And then this. So, yeah, you can see the Tower 28 is a little bit thicker, a little bit more gel-like of a consistency, and it does have pigment, obviously. But it is more of a glossy gloss. It does give you more of that reflect, that juicy lip look. And I have been picking this up again. I haven't really used it much since when I got it last year. So I pulled it back out and I've been loving it again. And I do think that it will be a staple for me this summer. Like just putting this on with every single look. You're going to be seeing it. So you're welcome. Love it. Highly recommend. I have a concealer. Now, I need to end up doing, you know how I'm doing like foundation roundups because I have so many foundations? I need to do a concealer roundup because I have so many concealers. So I cannot, there's nothing in my collection that I draw a direct correlation to this concealer. But I've really been enjoying this concealer, and every time that I go for another concealer recently, I've been adding this one on top. And that is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. I do think the color is like, it's like maybe exactly my skin tone type color. It's the shade 1C. I could probably use a fairer shade, but it works just fine for me. I'm not gonna get a new one. I'm gonna just use this one. But I've really been enjoying this. It is a very hydrating formula. It is more liquidy and serumy than a lot of the concealers that I have tried. I mean, even when I think of like the NARS Radiant Creamy, that one is like a thick serum. It's creamy and almost like sticky a little bit. And then like the Tarte Shape Tape is like dry. So I feel like this one is a really good one. I do love the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer if you're looking for a drugstore option, but they don't have many shades of that. I actually don't know how many shades of this one they have. I will pop it up here and tell you if I think it's good or bad. Maybe show you a picture of it so you can make the decision yourself. But so far, I've been really enjoying this. And I wear a lot of glowy foundations, and it's nice to have a concealer that gives you that same like hydrated look as what your face has, instead of like a stark difference, you know? So I've really been liking this. I'm an idiot, and I forgot about this. The LYS foundation has been a beautiful everyday foundation. If you have not seen my first impression of LYS Beauty, the brand, or my 30-day foundation wear test using this foundation, you can check those out here. But I really like this. The color does not go for me, but the formula does. It is a really nice, malleable formula. It gives me the hydrating base that I want from everything, and then I can kind of mix and match it to my needs. So I can add a little bit more coverage with a different foundation, or I can make it a different color with a different foundation. But this just really is a malleable foundation. I really like it. It's super hydrating and dewy, but I like to set it and it still gives like a glow to the skin, but it's not as wet, dewy kind of situation. But I've really been enjoying it. It's quite affordable for Sephora, so highly suggest you check that out. And then also along with that, the LYS bronzer. This is the No Limits Matte Bronzer in Motivate. Here's the shade right here. I am wearing it today. I was a little bit scared. This is the lightest shade. I was a little bit scared that this might be too dark for me. But like thinking like I thought it was okay because the foundation's too dark for me. But I'm wearing a foundation today that matches my skin really well. And I think the bronzer looks really good. It is pigmented, But as you can see, the shade isn't honestly too deep for me, I don't think, you know? And it has like that yellow undertone, which makes it a little bit more like neutral on my skin, I feel, in my opinion. I don't know, you tell me if you see something different. But it's a nice like powdery formula, and in like a good way. Like it's very blendable. It's not hard pressed like the Physicians Formula or the Fenty bronzers. Those ones are like solid. You would get no fallout. You would get no kick up. But those are very like sheer kind of radiant formulas, and this is a matte formula. So this one reminds me more so of my like Maybelline City Bronzer, where it's got a little bit more of a powdery situation texture to it, but it is really nice and blendable. And I love the packaging, and the little magnetic closure is just chef's kiss. Love that. And then another blush, guys. This one is really going to the top. I mean, it's like fighting with my Tower 28 blushes now. That is the Flower Beauty Blush Bomb. If you haven't seen, I just did a full face of Flower Beauty. Link it here. Ever since I filmed that video, guys, I literally can't stop using this blush. It is so beautiful. Look at the shade. It blends into my skin so well. Like, here she is. And it just, the formula is beautiful. It's nice and thin and serumy, and it just blends into the skin so beautifully. I'm really obsessed with these. So I don't know if I'm ready to pick up another color, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it because I really, really like it, but I do really love the color of this one, so I don't know if I'm like missing out on a color. Like if I had gotten a color I didn't like, but I liked the formula, then maybe I would get another color, but I do really like this formula and this color, so that's what I'm sticking with. Now I've got some eyeshadow palettes, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just say this one really quickly. The e.l.f. X Chipotle palette. I am blown away by how good this palette is, guys. This is the best, hands down the best formula I've seen come from e.l.f. I don't know who at Chipotle is good at makeup or cares about makeup enough to make sure that these formulas were good, but like, God almighty. I am very upset that this was limited edition. Okay, I understand like limited edition, but it was like quite limited. Like it has only been out a couple weeks, and I can't see it anywhere except for McCurry. So I'm very upset about that because I really wish you guys could get your hands on this. I hope you picked it up. It's really beautiful. The last palette favorite is the Flower Beauty Petal Play Shadow Quad in Berry More. This little guy packs a punch, you guys. I did a full face of Flower Beauty. I will link it here or down below, whichever one it'll fit in. But I was shocked at these shadows. Like, I did not expect to even like this palette. I thought I was going to be like another throwaway, like thinking it was going to be more like a CoverGirl type palette. The kind where there's not a lot of pigment. There's not a lot of punch. And there's not a lot of like metallic, but these metallics, you guys, they're so beautiful. I love. They do have other color stories in this too, if you would like a different kind of color story, but I tried this basically like the last quad that I tried was the Charlotte Tilbury one, and if you watched last month's favorites and fails, you know that the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette was a fail. $53 for those useless shades. Go get this. Even though it's not the same shades, go get this. This is way better. I have two jewelry favorites, and I'm wearing them in my ears today. So usually I wear a little hoop here. I'll see if I can zoom in and post to show you. But I got this little thing. I think they call it like a constellation, to where it's 3 different little guys, but it's really just plugged into my ear in one hole. But I've really been liking it because it makes it look like I have more piercings than I do. So I really have been enjoying that. And then these small but chunky hoops, they make me feel like I could wear these like to the office and look like clean and crisp and like put together, but I could also wear them with like a t-shirt and gym shoes and look a little bit more, you know, like casual, everyday appropriate. But I really like them, and the combination of them, I'm digging. I dig it. What do you think? This though is, I did get this in like the rose gold, and this is in regular gold, and I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I did that, but you know, ignore that. But I do really like them. They're from the brand Pavoy, and they came in these like nice little boxes. So just wanted to let you know. And then here's another Amazon thing, and this is like a little bit in between. It's like not really makeup and skincare, but I really use it for my makeup and skincare. And that is this pack of these little silicone spatulas, and there are different sizes than what I have here. These are just ones that aren't in use or aren't dirty. So it's like a lovely little spatula that whenever you're done with your foundation, you can just go in there and wipe the edges of that bad boy. There are teeny tiny ones, there are bigger ones. I use them for my skincare, and I will use them for a foundation or concealer when I get to that point. But so far I've basically been using them for skincare. And then this other favorite here that I have, I got these at Walmart. I know that Katie just came out with 30 years biker shorts, but I can't pay $60 for biker shorts. I am so sorry, because I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to be biking. I'm not going to be wearing them out to events. So I purchased these. You can't even see them. I have them here, so you can see, but I will put a picture of what they look like. And they come to a pack, and they are so buttery soft. They are the buttery soft kind of yoga material. They are not the like thick elastic compression style kind. So if you want that, that's not this. These are like cotton. Like if I stretch it out, you can't see because the lights are in front, but if I stretch it out, like I can see through it, but not like through it. You know what I mean? Like if I stretch it out, I can see through it, but like, and then the waistband, let's see. I don't know if you can see this. To me, it just looks like a black blob. So the waistband is from here to here, right? This is the full waistband, but there's not a elastic in that whole thing, so it doesn't like hug you and squeeze you tight. It just has a little tiny section of elastic to just keep them up. These are so comfortable, guys. Like I purchased these, and the first day that I got them, I was like, oh, those feel really soft. I'm gonna try them on, put them on, wore them the whole day, wore them to bed. They're so comfortable. I woke up and was like, those are my new sleeping shorts. Those are my new everyday around the house shorts. Those are my new out the door shorts. Everything shorts. I'm obsessed. I love them. I actually even went and bought a second pack, so now I have 4 pairs. Hopefully that lasts me through the summer. We'll see. Another thing I wanted to tell you is these grapes. They're so good. I don't know if you can buy them anywhere else. I buy them at Sam's Club. They are the Sweet Globe grapes. They're sweet. There is no sourness to them. They're big, seedless, juicy, and sweet. They have like a hint of vanilla, they say. I don't like sour. I don't really like tart. I don't like strawberries. I don't like pineapple. I don't like mango. I don't like oranges. Those things are just too sour, too tart for me. So like regular grapes, they're sometimes okay, but you know how they are. They're like just a little every time you bite one. You don't get that with these. You just get that nice juicy crunch. It almost reminds me of like an apple. Like one of the sweet apples. But like you bite in and it's like a burst of juice. They're so good. I get a 3-pound pack of them from Sam's Club and it lasts me like a week. Love. I haven't gotten them in a long time because I haven't gone into Sam's Club and I couldn't remember what they were called. But I finally went on and went back through my previous purchases and found them, and they do let you like order and pick them up. So, yeah. All right, and then I have one more thing, and this is going to be kind of controversial. Okay. I have a favorite show. I finally finished this show. There were 3 seasons. The 3 seasons have been up for a while, but we just finally caught up and finished them, and it was so good. Okay? But you have to be ready, okay? Because it is a lot. It depends. I know that some people really like TV that's just kind of like, you know, lifting their brain fog, like they don't have to think, they just can sit there and stare blankly, like reality TV. It means nothing to you, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to pay attention, you could be doing other things, whatever. This show recommendation that I'm about to give you, you have to pay attention. You will not want to pick up your phone. You will be like, unless you want to search what happened in the last episode or who people are from the last episode, because there are a lot of people, everything intertwines. It is like everything that I want in a TV show, like multiple characters, multiple storylines weaving through each other, and it's really good. And I finished it and I like how it ended. It was not a, oh my god, I can't believe it ended like that ish. Like it was like something that like you could see happening but you didn't see coming. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense now that you know that it happened, but you didn't think that that was what was going to happen type thing. I don't know. It's a good one. I enjoy it. I like it. I approve. And the show is Dark. If you haven't heard of the show, it is in German, I think. I don't know. I think it's German. So you will need to use closed captioning. But trust me, if closed captioning is stopping you from watching a show or a movie, you're wrong. That's all I have to say. There are so many good movies and shows that are closed captioning. And when I remember, you know, that movie or that show, I don't remember it being in a foreign language. I remember what they said because I read it, so I interpreted it that way. And you will find that, like, the way in which people say things and move and who they're talking to really helps you, like, have the context clues. You know, like, I don't think that I learned German, even though I watched 3 seasons of that. I feel like it's not as difficult as you might think that it is. So maybe not give it a try with this one first. Maybe try something else a little bit easier first. Because this show is one that you will not want to miss a word. You won't want to miss a second of what's happening. The episodes are an hour long. I think there's about 10 episodes per season, 3 seasons. It's super good. It's super confusing. I probably will watch the entire series again because it's so good. And like there are so many things that I probably didn't catch the first time around. So I wanted to recommend that. Highly, highly, highly recommend that. And then I do have a show fail. Everybody on the internet has been raving about this show. And so I was like, okay, we gotta watch it. I gotta watch this show. Let's watch this show. It was terrible! Why are you guys raving about it? I watched the whole thing. It's like a limited series type show, I think. I don't think there will be a season 2 or anything like that. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I like the characters and I like, you know, I like the idea of the show. But I just don't think it was good. Like, everybody's posting about how the end really blew their minds, and it did not blow my mind at all. Like, it was like, yeah, that makes complete sense. And what? Like, I don't know. The show, I felt like was... It didn't... I don't know. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I would never tell someone to watch it, and that show is Behind Her Eyes. Don't waste your time on that. Please watch Dark instead. It is so... much better, so much more mind-blowing, so much more interesting. The characters are so much better, the filming is so much better, like, everything so much better. But yes, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.